Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing some advanced movement and how to do it in Garden Warfare 2 because I know there's a lot of new players coming to the game. I'm one of the best players and I'd love to share with you guys how to do all these really cool advanced movement tricks, and it'll make you much better at the game in the long run. You guys want daily Garden Warfare 2 videos? Remember to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be posting daily and it's going to be awesome. Alright. So for training, I highly recommend just going into here, going into private play, putting it on Gnome Bomb or Suburbanation, going to the Z-Tech factory and turning off all the AI. This map has a ton of room to walk around and learn movement with kind of slopes, which I'll show. So the character I recommend learning movement with is the Sunflower, and that's because the Sunflower is a really fast character. And it'll teach you the game really well. So I highly recommend putting on the speed upgrade, damage, and health because the character already has an astounding amount of ammo. Really good at 50 ammo, so you don't really need that upgrade. So for the first basic exercise and the first movement exercise of the game, this is probably the most important one. It's going to be building momentum off of slopes and hills. How you're going to do this is I'll show a basic demonstration. When you go down a hill, you could gain a bit of movement. Next one is definitely the best mobility option in the game. This is what makes the peashooter class so broken. It is beam jumping. So basically how this works is usually with your normal hyper, you could only move around really quickly and then jump a certain height. With this, it combines the super jump, super speed, and then it allows you to fly. It basically makes your beam bomb work as a pseudo platform. So you could use the jump, use the beam bomb at the same time, and as you could see, I'm across the map. And then with the dark beam bomb, you have two, so you could use it to go extra high. It's insane. It is really broken. So you could string them together, and it allows you to get in really easily. And the beam bomb can actually be used for more tricks as well. Even without hyper, you can use the beam bomb to quickly get out of situations. So like, as you can see, I propelled myself forward with that a little bit. Jump down without moving any of the movement input. So if you're on keyboard, don't move any of the movement keys. If you're on controller, don't move this stick at all. You just want to jump, flick forward when you jump, and then don't push it anymore. So just flick forward, let go, and then you could keep your momentum. Don't click this stick once you go though, or else you'll lose all your momentum, as I'll show. This isn't just useful down slopes, this is useful in general play. Unfortunately, there is some characters this doesn't work with. The Rose is one of them, and then also the Hover Goat is one of them as well, because they have different jumps compared to most of the characters, and unfortunately they can't build speed, as I could show. Luckily, these characters have high base speed and they don't really need it too much, but it is a downside of the next movement exercise is going to be with the Soldier with the Rocket Leap. This one is really good. Make sure you have the Rocket Leap equipped. So this is pretty similar to building momentum on a hill. With this one, the Rocket Leap works, it propels you forward, and then you could reach higher areas, but you could actually use this as a horizontal movement tool. Like I said, very similar to the first movement exercise. So what you're going to want to do here is don't move the movement option at all. So left stick or the keys, you're just going to want to simply jump and use the middle ability. Don't move the movement option. And as you can see, I'm building a ton of momentum. So once again, you're going to want to jump in place. Do not move the stick at all. You're going to want to angle yourself on the place you're going to want to jump to, but you're not going to want to move the stick at all. You're just going to jump in place and then use the ability. And then as you could see, you could jump out of it and you could go insanely fast. So yeah, you could tie this together with shooting at the same time. So you can jump and then you could shoot and you could keep your momentum while shooting. So this one's a little bit more difficult with the All-Star. You have to be pretty quick with it. You're going to want to jump, use a sprint tackle, and then as you can see, you could gain quite a bit of momentum out of it. All-Star is usually kind of slow, so this can be really useful. And then you can, of course, combine this with, let's say you use the sprint tackle right here. You could combine it with going down the hill, and then you could build that momentum. So yeah, really cool movement. So this is for the Super Brains class. This one's really good. It could allow you to glide across the map really quickly, and it's really busted and good. So you're gonna just want to do a short jump, and then time your jumps, and then you could just chain the jumps together, and you could go infinitely far. And then you also have 2 kicks, so if you want to go somewhere, you could kick up to somewhere, and then you could use the tech. This is insane. This makes the character really busted. And then if you want to go even further, you pause the game and turn on toggle aim in the settings, the control settings. You can jump and then of course use the beam in the air. This is really advanced. If you're a new player, I recommend learning this later. I'll make a future guide on really how to get good with toggle aim, because it makes the superhero class busted. You could literally shoot midair. But if you really want to try it out, I recommend it. And then of course you could ADS as soon as you touch the ground, and then you could shoot out of it in the air. Usually you can only use this beam on the ground, so it's pretty good. This is another one that's pretty advanced and very inconsistent. It's the scientist heal bomb jump. You could throw it on the heal bomb and then jump off it, and as you can see, I gained quite a bit of momentum, and then I could go down the staircase and super speed. I'll go over some more for the plants. So for this one, it's the same as the soldier, same as all the other characters. Just don't move the analog stick. Hold forward while you're in air, let go of the movement opportunity. So like the next cool thing I want to show you is moving Gatling. So for this one, it's kind of weird because if you know with Gatling, you can't move, you have to stand still and use it. Of course you could jump and use it mid-jump, but you could actually go really far with it using the bean jump or having a lot of momentum. So you could bean jump, and then right as you touch the ground, jump, Gatling, and then you could really go flying with the Gatling. It's really cool. And as you can see, I used the bean bomb propel tech right there, and you can see how much speed that really gave me. For the Citron, of course, the ball form is really good, but if you use the ball form, use the speed and jump, you could jump extra high, and you have a lot of control over yourself in the air. So that's really good. And then, of course, you could jump, use the right ability, the rollout. It's really called the Citron ball. So people call it spin dash though. You could jump out of it and get momentum as well. So working like all the other abilities, you could fly across the map. Very similar to the superhero. You could literally go flying across the map. It's really good. And then of course, like if you see a hill, if you want like a good mix-up, you could like go out of the ball right near the staircase, jump down, use your primary at the same time. A lot of mix-ups you could do with this character. Another cool thing you could do is jump burrow. So for this one, you're going to want to jump and do a short jump, and then you're going to want to use your burrow right as you get off the ground. So you could jump burrow, and then you could use the burrow midair. It's just a cool trick you could do. And then you could also press B to get out of the burrow, or the cancel button to get out of the burrow, and then you could go down a hill, and then you could keep your speed from the burrow. And when you're in the burrow, you actually have a faster movement speed than when you're walking on the ground. So yeah, it's a really good movement tool as well, not just for killing, but for movement. You could, go off a ledge with it, and then you can build up some speed, and then you could go pretty fast. And chomper with the extra movement is really good. Engineer can do something similar with his jackhammer. If you go to the jackhammer, and if you cancel out of it mid-jump, you could keep your momentum from the turbo jackhammer, which goes really quickly. You could cancel it, don't move the stick at all, and as you can see, I'm going really fast still from that. So it's a really good movement option to have. And you could also do this thing with the peashooter where you could go down a hill, do a short hop, and then you can do a bolt blaster out of it. So you could gain a bit of momentum, because normally you can't move with the bolt blaster. So right here, cancel the jackhammer, building some speed, use the bolt blaster. So yeah, you could get some really cool clips with it, and that extra speed is really useful. Because imagine just walking down here with a slow engineer. this movement tech is a must-know if you want to get really good at the game. This is another thing that's nice if you like playing pirates, because you usually can't jump up to higher places, but if you use the barrel, put your back to something, and then jump out of it, you could get yourself to higher areas you usually can't get to. So yeah, very useful. I'm a pirate player myself, so I use this trick a lot to get to higher areas. Really, really useful. But yeah, that's really it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, subscribe if this was useful. Join the Discord server down below. I'm probably going to be streaming the game as well, so if you could ask me tips, you could play in the same lobby as me. It's going to be really cool and fun. Yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed and you found this useful. See you guys. Bye.